On to you, Leos out here. So for you, Leos, you actually have the World card, the Seven of Wands, and then you Leos have the you also have the King of Pentacles. So what I'm seeing here for you is I'm seeing how okay. So there's a sense of you, Leos, feeling like, okay, things are going quite well for you. But then there's still a sense of you having to learn to lay low because other people will try to take that kind of happiness from you by doing a bunch of really goofy type of stuff. Because you got to understand, like, especially nowadays, people are they're dysfunctional out here. You know what I'm saying? They're dysfunctional out here, plain and simple. And so a lot of you Leos know what time it is. Like, okay, things are going well for you, but you have people who are dysfunctional who want to take that happiness from you, who want to play like they're ruling over other people, right? They have some sort of control issue to them. And so they'll try to like tell you what to do and all this other kind of stuff. And so a lot of you Leos aren't obviously aren't going for that. So you Leos understand, okay, even though things are going well for you, still handle your business, but never necessarily give all, right? The King of Pentacles, do your thing in the sense that do your thing, give to the world what it is that you can. But of course, like it is that I always say, leave some back for yourself. And so the Six of Cups and the Ten of Swords right here represents, but nothing is going to be just a vertical raise, right? So now you have the Six of Cups and the Ten of Swords, which is about this person is going to try to project onto you that you and them not being together is your fault. Where you been? How come you've been a stranger? All of this other type of goofy stuff. And it's not, and the thing about it is that you Leos will know that it's hogwash because it's not you being a stranger, it's them being a weirdo. And that's the part that they don't want to accept. They're weird. And so because of their ego and them acting upon their ego is what got them into trouble, because they want to be on some goofy nonsense. They want to be on some dysfunctional stuff. And so what's going on here with that is that they on some stuff where they basically showing you that they are not trustworthy, and then you Leos actually decided to leave them alone. But they don't actually really like that. So that's the dysfunctional part. They want you to stick around. It's the weirdest stuff in the world. They want you to stick around even though they're being weirdos. And so you can't have that around you, right? Obviously, you have to leave them alone. And so that's my point. That's exactly what it is that you Leos did. That's why it is that they're coming back, because they're projecting this nonsense onto you, like how come it is that you're not hanging around them type of stuff. And you don't have to. So you don't have to. You're not, right? But they refuse to understand that the reason why it is that you decided to not hang out with them more than likely in the first place is because they showed you that they can't be trusted. So why? So it's like, this is the dysfunction. This is the like, we're bordering into mental issues at this point, because for them to be like, why'd you leave? What do you mean? What, you know what I'm saying? Like, what do you mean? Why'd I leave? You are acting like you were a dork, and not in a good way. You were acting like you were a goofy goober. You were dysfunctional. What are you talking about? That's why I left in the first place. What do you mean? Right? What are you referring to? Of course I left. Well, what do you expect me to do? Stick around? So it's like, this is the mentality that this is the mentality that they're on, right? And this is why it is that I say a million times, Talk about it. Bring it to the surface, because their power, or part of their power, is them dancing in the dark. Them not you not talking about it. You not actually bringing it up to the surface. You not actually articulating what it is. Once you articulate what it is, and you let them understand how stupid it is, if they keep going, then they're showing you that they either have an agenda or they got deeper problems than that. Because the last thing that they want you to do is to actually bring it up to them. Look at how it is that you've been moving. Now it's the situation where I gotta actually think about how it is that I find out a lot, if a lot of people are running with some sort of a narrative or an agenda. It's because they'll do some goofy stuff, and then when I'm like, so the goofy stuff, okay, so the stuff that you're doing is XYZ, da 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 da, and then they're just like, and then they reach back out after some time that they thought about it, and then like I could tell at this point, because the only answer is you gotta apologize at that point. You gotta concede at that point. Like I could see that like they're trying to like tiptoe through the tulips, and it's like, but you're not gonna be able to do that, because the more that they continue is the more out of their mind they're showing me that they are. You're running an agenda. Like, you don't understand that the agenda has already been unsoiled. The only thing that you can do is you're in a corner. The only thing that they can do is concede. If you try to continue, all you're showing is your own agenda. You're coming all the way through the ether. You're showing your hand. You have to concede at that point. You don't have a choice. You have to. You're done. And the amount of agendas that people show me that they're on, it's like, okay, so now I have to pay attention. After that, I pay attention to the nonsense that they are essentially showing me. Oh, XYZ, da 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 da. So what you're saying is XYZ or XYZ. Yes, I'm showing you XYZ. Caught you. It's like, right, so if I know that, why would I want to hang out with you now? It's like they don't understand that they have to concede at that point. And so what's happening here is that the star card, the tower, and the ace of swords now represents how a lot of you are in position where, for you Leos, right? The next step for you Leos, is that what's going on with you is that you Leos are in position where you have the star card, which is Aquarius. So what's going on here for you Leos is that you Leos are in position to where what y'all got going on is a lot of you essentially are leaving people behind. A lot of you Leos are learning how to become accustomed to hanging out by yourself, and you are accomplishing your goals. You have things that you specifically show up and you want to get done. And so because of that, you Leos essentially are doing your thing, right? You have goals that you have either in your mind, right? Either written down on paper, right? That's translated from your mind and all that stuff. And so that's what it is that you Leos are essentially doing. You're in a space where for you, that's essentially what it is that you Leos are doing. And so because of that, it's going to make you harder to reach. In essence, it's going to make you harder to reach. And what I mean by that is that, when you're doing your thing, it's like you don't really care about having a significant other. And so it's going to be harder to get to you. The reason why I'm saying that is because you can articulate people down, meaning that meaning that if they try with you, right? Right? The Ace of Swords, right? Like, so this is what I'm talking about. The Ace of Swords, the Hermit, and then you have the Ace of Pentacles. These three cards right here for you represent how a lot of you are in position where you, Leos, very much so, right? Like, you, how do I say this? Like, you understand, you Leos understand that you're going to be a lot more private, a lot more distant. There's a sense of, how do I say this? There's a sense of you Leos being done, in the sense that, like, a lot of people are dysfunctional. And a lot of people are just warped. And you Leos are like, look, forget everybody. You're going to do your own thing, because these individuals are so warped and dysfunctional and stupid. Like, so there's a sense of, again, like what it is I was talking about a few minutes ago, or a few minutes ago, about articulating them down, meaning that if they come to you, right, and try to flirt with you, you Leos don't want that. You know, that's not really something that you really even want at this point. It's like, do people even know how to flirt? Like, do they? So let's clarify the Hermit. Three of Cups, Ten of Wands, Six of Wands, the Judgment, and then you have the Strength card. So these three cards right here for you represent how a lot of you are in position where, again, you know, Three of Cups, right? Ten of Wands, Six of Wands. You don't want, you're gonna treat yourself. You're gonna make sure that you're good and look after yourself. This nonsense about like trying to be around groups and all that other type of nonsense, that's hogwash. The Judgment and the Strength card here represents how, again, like the crowds are just kind of played out. Because how many times do people really know you for real? Or get to know you for real? You just, you know what I'm saying? Like, a lot of you probably feel lonelier in a crowd than you do if you were by yourself. You know why? Because there's less stupidity when it's just you. You know, you actually do the things that you want to do instead of having to go through this weird game with others. You know? It gets deep. But other than that, what I'm seeing here for you Leos is that a lot of you Leos are still on point to your goals, still accomplishing your hopes and dreams. The Star card, still on the verge of doing those things, happier because you're doing those things. It's just that there's just some realizations that you Leos are learning on the way. That's pretty much it. Comment on the video, like the video, subscribe to the YouTube channel, share the video. Right now, I'm at 23,756 subs. Smash the subscribe button, smash the like button, hit the notification bell, set the notification bell to all so you can be notified whenever I drop my videos. There's a link if you want to get a personal reading in the comment section below, called the Linktree link as well, right? And not only that too, but also I'm gonna talk to you real quick about Jasmine McKellar's Botanical Bar. It is an app on the iOS/Google Play Store, right? i.e. Apple Store, right? Anyway, the point that I'm trying to make here is that it's a very good app. It's in the form of a video game, so it's not like one of those boring apps that will bore you while at the same time you have to learn something. You will have a lot of fun playing on the Botanical Bar app, as well as learning about the different herbs that can cure different things, treat different things, okay? Well, allegedly cure different things and treat different things. And you will learn it in the form of a game. You can unlock different points, right? And I love it. I love the way that the game mechanics is, colors, the ability to learn something while it's fun, right? Instead of it being boring, stuff like this, you got to always open up textbooks and stuff like this. It's not the case with this one. So try it out, give it a download, try it out. You can come back to the video here. Let me know what you think of it. I'll leave the link to both the Google Play Store and the iOS in the comment section below. Peace.